All right, what's going on, y'all? This is another edition of Tapped In with Time Flies. As you can see, I'm back live in effect, continuing my solo series. Uh, on this episode today, I got my man Sy Mosquiat with me.
What's going on? What's going on, Brody?
Ain't about nothing, man. Listen, like I said, trying to stay tapped in, man. I gotta stay in tune with what's going on out here in these streets, man. And a lot of people was telling me I had to make sure I had you on here. So, listen, I got you on here. Hold on. So yeah, we back. Some connectivity issues, but we back. So yeah, people was telling me, man, I had to have you on. So like I said,
Yeah,
I'm here for the people. So we
yeah,
live in effect.
yeah. That's love. That's love.
What you doing? You were running some errands and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm up in New York handling some business, man. I had to come up here for the day, couple hours, handle some business. That's all.
All right, in New York, one of my favorite city outside of
Yeah,
other than here, home of course.
yeah.
New
I
York.
lived up this joint for 4 years.
Yeah, you live in New York?
No, I ain't. I just moved back. I just moved back to PA.
Oh, all right, yeah, I'm about to say yeah,
Yep.
New York. New York, one of my favorite cities. I love the
Yeah,
pace, the pace.
yeah, yeah. I love it up here. I love it up here.
It fit my personality, I guess, and who I am as a person.
Yeah,
Every time I'm back there, it's
definitely.
like my first time being there.
Yeah, yeah. I got that vibe.
For sure. So let's get into you, bro. Let's talking to you. Let's talk about you. Let's get into
Yeah.
first and foremost, just the name, just what went into the you decided Mosquiat
It's
for
a spin on. It's a spin on Basquiat, the artist. He like my biggest inspiration. Like, I see a lot of. I just see a lot of me and him as far as like his dedication. He was different. You know what I mean? He did. He ain't really care about. You know what I mean? What was going on around him. He stayed in his own zone, locked in, and doing what he wanted to do, what he felt at heart. You feel me? And it took off for him.
right, okay. So was that always was that just something that everybody also referred to you as like you always went by that? Because I know also not only in musically you do have a clothing brand too.
Yeah,
So it was like so the Love Your Face clothing brand.
yeah.
Was that so I'm gonna ask you like what came first? Actually, I'm gonna start there. Like what came
First,
first for you?
first, it was Mosca clothing. I
Hmm?
started Mosca clothing a long time ago.
Uh-huh.
Then Love Your Face came behind that. And my name, when Mosca was going on, my name was Sy Mosca.
Uh-huh.
So I took the of out and just made it Mosquiat. I took the Mosca and I just kept the M and it was like, all right, we're gonna go on Basquiat, you feel me? And just change it to
Right.
Mosquiat. So that's how that started.
Okay. So all
Yeah.
right, so it was the so you was doing the clothing thing first before you went into musically?
No, I was rapping first. I've been rapping since I was like 10. Like I've been rapping all forever. You feel me? I just been always
Mhm.
been in love with rapping. So and my first time in the studio, I was like 14. So I've been rapping forever. You feel me? It's
Uh-huh.
just I be on and off the rap. That's the only thing with the rap. Like I be on and off. The clothes is always consistent.
Right.
But the music consistent now. From here on out, the music consistent. But uh, in the past, the music I just been stop rapping for a year, get back on it. You feel me? So
Right. Just trying to delve your attention and everything at
yeah.
one time. All right, so let's talk about the music then. So what went into you wanting to be? Well, first of all, what part of the city you from?
I'm from the county actually, like right outside of West Philly.
What's okay? So cool.
Yeah,
All right,
Delaware
so what?
County. Yeah.
So early on growing up, what inspired you? Like, who was your biggest influence musically? Like, what made you want to go into? You felt like I want to
The
take after this
song that made
person.
me the song that made me start rapping was Will Smith. Parents just don't understand. I was a kid, you feel me, and I just
Mhm.
related to it. You know what I mean? And I just felt it was dope that he just expressed how he felt through his music. You feel me? So that's what made me actually start rapping. And then like coming up, you know what I mean? I like it all the fly rappers, man. I like the whole Fab,
Right.
just all the fly guys. You know what I mean? That's the type of music that I was into, like all the fly shit. You feel me?
Uh,
Feel good music, you know what I mean, but
right.
still in touch with reality. You know what I mean?
Right. So all those the hoes, the fabs, they inspire like or just influence like on like your style of rap or like just how you wanted to be as an artist.
The styles of rap that I studied, the artists that I studied for my style of rap, most are Jay-Z, Drake, and Rick Ross. It's because the clarity. You can hear every word. They don't got to double nothing. They don't got to ad lib nothing. You can just hear every word. Like every word is precise. They real particular on their pronunciation. You know what I mean? So that's who I study the most when it come to me making my music.
Right. Got you. So and I like that too. I like that because people a lot of the times people refer to as like you got the comment people do they top fives and who they like who they feel like unanimously should
Mm-hmm.
be in those top fives. But I
Yeah.
also I'm more interested in the people that directly influenced you. It ain't always got to be the
Right.
Tupacs and the Biggie. No
Exactly.
respect to them, but you know
Yeah.
they ain't like a lot of the times people ask me when I get into my top five. and I name people like Wayne, and I go Fab. And it's like those are the people that had like a direct influence to me on my childhood growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so a lot of times you're not, and of course, Hove, come on now, Hove is Hove. So we ain't gotta get to that. But it's like, these people are the ones that influenced me growing up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm more in tune with, what they had going on than, what else is going on. Like,
I mean, a lot of times people are gonna give you the political answer and not the true answer. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm
Like,
always big on giving the true answer.
Yeah, we ain't gotta be safe on tapped in with time fly. We ain't gotta be safe here.
I ain't listening to too much Big and Pop. Like, I ain't really listening to too much Big and Pop.
Exactly.
So it's like, you feel me? I respect them and all shout out, you know what I mean? Big ups to them, but I didn't listen to Tupac and Big too much.
Yeah, at the time, nigga, we was young, so it was like we weren't really.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Like you get it. You get what I'm saying. So, all right, so cool. So earlier, so you start your rap career. How has that been? Because I'm gonna delve back into the fashion lane too. How? Because I started off before I was in. I kind of always had a thing for media, but before I really jumped into media lane, getting to where I'm at, I was like on the clothing line side too, just trying to get out here and get a clothing brand popping. And I know how difficult that was trying to keep my attention in both spaces at the same time. To where I felt like I really couldn't be too focused on one thing at once, so I had to let something go and focus on my media career. How was that for you? Like just trying to, splitting your time evenly between both sides.
My music and my clothing brand has always been like my babies, and that was my biggest problem because with your child, you don't really want to let nobody else. You don't want to trust nobody else with your child. You feel me? But then I learned that I had to get a babysitter. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to put people in position to run certain things. I got a music manager. I got a brand manager. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I can still run around and do what I got to do. They can handle the business for the music. My manager can handle the music for the business for the clothes. You know what I mean? So that's really how I found the balance. You gotta just let the other people put their hands on it. You know what I mean? That's really the biggest thing with it. That's really what helps you level it. Because I used to be stressed out, getting pulled both ways. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So are you allowing other people to be in charge as far as the creative process too? Like,
I'm still creating like 100%. I consult. I got people that I consult with, but I'm still 100% creating. You feel me?
Yeah, like I need to keep shit the way I want it.
Like, the creative hand is hard to let go of. You feel me? It'll be, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to let go of that because, like, at mine, that's what I'm really a designer. You feel me? So it's I
be feeling like, as a creative, bro, it's so hard to just not to say take input from other people, but when you got it in your mind, you want something one exact way, and it's like this is something I worked tirelessly on, dedicated so much time, so much. I can't let nobody. I got to be hands on with every single thing, no matter how many people I bring on board to just have assist me. I still got to be hands on with everything. I do that all the time.
My knowledge is with the creativity is like I don't really like take musically. Like I'm a realist with my music. Like I know when a song ain't good. Like you feel me? I'm that guy. Like this ain't one of them Jones. We ain't never putting this out. You feel me?
Right.
But when it comes to creativity, like especially on clothing, like I don't really take too much criticism with the clothes because it's like I feel like if I like it, my theory always been if I like it, I know that there's a million people out there that's like me. Exactly. I know it is. The world got hundreds of billions of people in it. I know it's a million people out there like me that I could sell to. You feel me?
Right.
So if I like it, then I know somebody else is gonna like it.
Exactly.
And it's been working for me this long, so.
Exactly. Why not? Why if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right.
But just no. So I get what you're saying as far as the creative process, but I'm the same exact way, bro. I had an assistant. I had an assistant working with me underneath my for my podcast, and I would still have to I would tell her just do this for me, run this stuff for me. But as far as when it came down for final steps and stuff like that, it wasn't going past me without me getting in touch with it.
And I always say if we win, we all gonna win it. But if it crashes, on me. You feel me?
Exactly.
It's mine. So if it crashes, on me. So I really gotta have. You know what I mean? I really gotta grab the steering wheel ultimately. You feel me?
Exactly. No, I feel you, bro. I feel you. So going into your rap career too, you said you've been rapping since you was 10, or you fell in love with music around that time.
Studio 15, 14, something like that. I dropped my first project 15, something like that. A little EP with 3 songs on it. You know what I mean? And then from there it just grew, bro.
Right, just staying consistent. So is there anybody you may have worked with or anybody you may have crossed paths with you kind of felt like somebody you always longed to work with, or just anything like that? And as far as the career,
as far as artists, it ain't really too many artists that I'm super. You feel me? I always respect. Artist wise, I always have a respect for Bugsy. He posted me when nobody was really. You feel me? He jumped on it when it was still bubbling, and he got some attention on me. Wallow, I'm always have respect for Wallow. He always reach out. DJ Young Legend, I'm always have respect for him because that's my manager. He managed me when it was no eyes on it. Charlie Mack, Stevie G, they're my old managers. I'm always have respect for them. They did a lot for me, you feel me? So certain people can always call me, you feel me?
Right.
Certain people can always call me, you feel me? Malik Millions, that's my old manager. Like they can always call me, you feel me? Jameer, like just people. It's people that are always going to be able to pick up their phone and call me because they reached a hand out when it wasn't no hands being reached out. You feel me? They just seen potential in something that could possibly go. You know what I mean? So
exactly. And I appreciate that. Yeah, me and Young Legend, we connected through Clubhouse. I don't know how active you was on Clubhouse, but
I ain't got Clubhouse. He was trying to get me get it for a minute, but
it's
now
kind of the wave might be a little over now, man. It's a lot of stuff going on in there now, and I ain't really too fond of. But early on the app, we had these spaces that we created that we all got a chance to connect. Because like I said, it's a lot of times that being from where we from, I may know of somebody and we may not know each other directly, but it's just like if you doing something enough and you consistent with it to the point where it comes across my attention, and then me being in media, it's kind of my job to stay in tune and tapped into what's going on around me anyway. Like I can't go on my podcast and talk about the stuff that's not happening. Like I got to know what's going on. So I've seen your music, I've seen you on certain pages, I've seen like I said, I'm aware. Like I'm saying, even if I might not listen to it directly, I'm aware. So it's like, okay, I keep seeing this guy, I know he's working. Like I'm saying, I know what's going on. I know he's dedicated to this. And a lot of the times, so that Clubhouse space kind of brought everybody in tune and everybody in touch with each other, and we just shared our experiences, and everybody just just tapped in with each other, and we all realized that we all like-minded, and we all kind of want the same thing, and like our mission, our mission is the same as in our end goal. So I said that to say, do you feel like you kind of been getting the recognition that you feel like you deserve as far as where you hold yourself musically?
For sure. I just like hip hop since 1987. I just made their like top lyricist list and they
I seen that.
The top Philly artists or something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm getting my just due, but a lot of it was my fault. The reason that I wasn't. So I really can't blame nobody but myself. Like I'm just really legend in them, and they really getting me just getting more social on Instagram. You feel me? So it's like all that was my fault. I wasn't really taking the internet serious. I just knew I could rap. You feel me? Like that was really what it is. I could rap and I could make a song. Like you know what I mean? So I really started getting dressed all the time, posting. You know what I mean? All that. You know how that stuff. And all that stuff matters.
Yeah, I was gonna say delve into why you feel like you wasn't as I guess interested into like the social media aspect of trying to get yourself out there. Like
I just be like, I don't know, I just be living a life. Like I'm the guy that like put the phone down and just take it in. Like I fly out somewhere and don't even post a picture. Like you feel me? Be living in some crazy hotel for the week and you mean top floor and don't even post a pic.
Exactly.
I just be putting the phone down, taking it in. You know what I mean? Like,
but some people need to have that be allowed the difference. Like so I'm the same exact way, but the whole social media aspect thing is kind of like we need it at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously we need it because
my guy said like on one of my homies, he said it on more of like a street aspect, but it applied to everything. He said we live in an era where if you don't post it, it didn't happen.
Yeah, people don't think it's happening.
So it didn't happen. So it's like you could talk about it all you want, but they want to see it. Like these consumers now, they want to see it because they used to everybody living their life on a camera. You feel me?
I feel like that especially it happens more so on Instagram because I'm active on all three. Instagram probably my least favorite of the social media sites just because I feel like everything on there is just everybody posting their highs. Is always the accomplishments.
Yeah, all the time.
Nobody's real transparent on there. It's not like I failed this 3 times before I actually got here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this happened to me on the way here. It's like always I made it. Like make it seem like it was an easy process, and I'm more transparent.
I feel like I think that's why a lot of people take to me, like, as far as my fans and stuff, because like that's one thing I do. Like I keep it a beam. You feel me? I keep it all the way 100, bro. Like I don't really. You feel me? I let them know like everything that's going on. You ain't gotta follow this, and it ain't going. Everything ain't what it seems on the internet. You feel me? I'm the realest, bro. I'm gonna say when it's not that. I'm gonna say when it is. You feel me?
Exactly, and I feel like people like authenticity too, and when shit is genuine. So they feel like if they watched you go through something, and they feel like they kind of grew with you. To see where you at right now today is like they kind of like, well, damn, I watched them when he was
like they're a part of it. You feel me? And they feel somewhat responsible. You feel me? Because they
you always want that. You always want that connection with those people because they're all going to be the ones that always support you throughout the entire career.
Yeah.
throughout the entire career. So I always kind of say that, that we kind of, we kind of make sure we keep that connection alive with those people. So the whole internet aspect of it is, so you feel like you kind of hate, not like I guess kind of hate having this like stay tapped in with social media.
I don't hate it. It's just I use it for what it's for. You feel me? I'm a businessman at the end of the day. So if it's best for business, then we gonna do it. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I don't hate it. Like it's things on there that I hate from the bottom of my guts. But overall, like I don't hate it. It's just it is what it is. You learn to adapt. You know what I mean? We live in a phony world right now. You gotta adapt. You feel me? We all walking around with masks on right now. You know what I mean? It's like we gotta adapt to it. So it's just what it is.
Exactly. I feel you, bro. I feel you. So, how was your what was your reaction to the list of when the Hip Hop's 1987 list came out and you seen your name was listed up there? What was like your reaction to that?
Um, I don't really pay attention to the list. Like, I don't really like. It don't really move me. You know what I mean? Like, I appreciate them for doing it. You know what I mean? But like, it's just the list is. I try to like not really focus on none of that. You feel me? Like, I just be working, bro. Like, I just really be working. Like, that's really it. Like, I ain't really looking for validation from certain people or you know what I mean. It's just like I only mentioned it because you asked me if I getting my just due. Like, I don't really be caring about them lists. You know what I mean? Like my managers not see me on certain lists and be like, "Oh, you should have been." But I don't be caring, bro. Like I don't really be caring about the list. Like
I feel you. I feel you. I'm gonna say this though that it's always because I'm the same exact way because I see though because it was a list too that I felt like I was left off and I was just like it was a little like I'm saying like I just all right. Like I seen it was like all right, but it's like at the same time it's like you read them like there ain't no way this person was on this like you know what I'm saying like it's the personal thing.
See one thing about me like it's like the clothes thing I said like I don't really take criticism because I know if I like it I know it's a million other people that don't that like it, you feel me? So it go the way it go the same thing for like in a negative aspect of it. Like if somebody don't like me, it's gonna be a million people that don't like me. That's like them. You feel me?
Exactly.
So it's like that person that made that list or that group of people that made that list, they just a part of the million people that don't like. That's not feeling my shit. You feel me?
Exactly.
So it's like I know people that don't like J. Cole and don't like Kendrick Lamar. You feel me?
And,
so it's like
that's just nearly really, impossible.
That's what I'm saying. So it's literally like it ain't really. That's why I really can't care too much about it. You feel me? Like I ain't, and I'm really not an emotional being, bro. Like I don't really. It just be what it is. Like I take everything on the chin. Like it's business. It's what it is. Like it ain't no hard feelings. That's how I am. Like that's my slogan. It ain't no hard feelings. It's just what it is. Everybody move on.
Now I know for me, the difference is with that. I like that type of stuff though. I'm not gonna lie. Like I like seeing that. I'm like I'm getting counted out or nobody's really paying me. Don't mind like that type of stuff. I was having this conversation with my manager yesterday. I'm like, because I had a conversation with somebody and it kind of felt like back to what you said about if people don't see it on the gram or internet, they don't think it's happening. And I had a conversation with somebody the other day and we was kind of going over stuff. And he was kind of like, yo, man, you kind of stopped doing this. You could have kept doing that or whatever. And I had to run down all the stuff that I just recently accomplished in the past 4 months. So I'm like, well, where you been at? You just ain't been. I'm like, well, maybe you just ain't see it being posted. So you thought that it wasn't happening. So my manager was like, so how you feel? Like, what you take from that conversation? I was like, what I took from that conversation was that, it's just adding fuel. It's adding fuel to the flame. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like that. I like that people don't think that I'm out here actually, my foot is on, I'm 10 toes down. Like, I'm actually out here working or working towards shit. So I like it. I love it. I welcome that. I welcome that type of shit.
One thing I learned, bro, like what helped me, what I started focusing on more than like the blogs and just, the people with a name, the people that's buzzing. What I focus on is just my regular fans that just get up and go to work every day. You feel me? Because that's who helped me grow. Just my regular fans that just, get up, go to work every day, get up, hustle every day, do whatever they do. They just live their regular life and they ain't like, you feel me? They the ones that I realized that's what's building me up. You feel me? That's what's putting me on top. Like it's really not these people. Like it's really not the hip hop since 1987s and like we just mentioned. All that is cool. It's good. Like you feel me? I appreciate them from the bottom of my heart. But more than that, what's helping me grow is the fans. It's motherfucking Jamal from 52nd Street telling his cousin Robert about the song. That's what it is. That's what's helping me grow. It's this chick telling her friend about the Motion Calm. Then she telling her cousin about the song. That's what's helping me grow. That's how it spread. You feel me?
Exactly.
So it's like, man, I don't be locked in on that stuff, bro. I be just
let me get your
focused, bro.
Let me get your opinion on how you feel like the infrastructure here is built in our city, right? Or the support system. Like a lot of the popular conversations we had on Clubhouse early on was that we lack the resources here, and it's kind of obvious thing. But I want to get your opinion on how you feel like our infrastructure here is. Like, do you feel like we desperately need help as far as resources, or it's like to people not really working hard enough?
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely no industry in Philly. Like, it's definitely no industry.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the support is there, but it's just a bunch of people supporting that really can't get it nowhere. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's no industry. You feel me? So it's like it's like it's just like you gotta leave out. You're gonna have to leave out of the city to get connected. You feel what I'm saying? So to connect the dots where you need them connected to. Now, I'm not going to say that's a problem, because if you get your city behind you, like just the regular people, like you build your fan base in your city, you could do Philadelphia. You got to remember, it's still 1.5 million people in Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
So you could be doing, there's people in Philly that do 1 million views out of Philly, just off of Philly. So when you build your city, build up on your city, then go out of town, make them connections, you already look like something, and that's where it take off at. Mm-hmm. You just gotta leave. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Like, you gotta leave. I'm going to Atlanta Tuesday. You gotta leave. You gotta dip. I'm in New York now, like handling shit. You gotta dip. That's the only thing. Like, you feel me? Because Philly not the only city that don't have industry. Niggas making it from everywhere. Philly not the only city that don't got an industry.
Minneapolis, Minnesota, all
right. You gotta think about it. It's more cities that don't got an industry than that do. Where's the industry at? New York, LA, fucking maybe Miami, and Atlanta. Where else? It ain't really no industry. And maybe Texas got some industry. That's it.
Yeah.
So it's like, you just gotta know how to hustle that shit. You feel me?
Because a lot of times I seen people like, well, not to make excuses, but people go in there and they make excuses like, and I can tell this excuse, but like, I'm not the type of person to come out and complain. Yes, it's obvious, bro. We don't have the resources. We lack the resources here. But if you work hard enough, and if you're really passionate and dedicated to this shit, then you work hard enough and get to the point where you feel like, all right, I did all I could do here. Let me try to find a way to expand and move elsewhere and try to connect the dots. Like, but a lot of the times people feel like, no, yo, I shouldn't have to do that. I feel like, they point the fingers at the, the higher ups, like the Meek Mills and the other artists, people like that. Like,
I done beat some odds, you feel me? I done beat some odds, and I done hustled my way out of some shit, you feel me? So it's like, we talking about music, you feel me? Mm-hmm. Like, we talking about music, like, Hov said I sold kilos of coke. Why wouldn't I be able to sell CDs? You feel me? Mm-hmm. So it's like, I don't really know how to complain about nobody not putting me on, or nobody not, like, I don't even know how to do that. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I only know how to get it on my own. So it's like, I don't feel no type of way when Meek don't do something, or PNB Rock don't do something, or Uzi don't do something. I just appreciate when they do. Cause I ain't looking for nobody to do something. You feel me? Exactly. Like, I don't know how to expect that. Cause all I know is go get it. Like, I ain't looking for Meek to do not one thing for me. I ain't looking for PNB Rock to do not one thing for me. And I ain't looking for Uzi to do one thing for me. Not even wear a shirt of mine. But if they do, I appreciate you. Mm-hmm. Cause you ain't had to do it, and you wasn't supposed to do it.
It's a plus. It's a plus added on. It's like, all right, I appreciate that. Yeah. A lot of times people just point fingers, man. I take it using it as an excuse. It's like, bro, I had the same exact thing, bro. I ain't know nobody personally. I wasn't, I wasn't looking for niggas to come back. I had to be the person I felt like I wanted to be in position to be able to look back and give back when I got to a certain position. So I'm gonna work my ass off to gain that position. So I can.
That's how I feel, bro. That's how I feel, bro. Just work. If you ain't motherfucking O'Malley, Piedmont, and Coon and them niggas, you shouldn't be complaining about what Meek Mill ain't doing for you. Cause y'all ain't nobody helped Meek Mill get to where Meek Mill went. So it's like, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, bro. I be on work time.
I agree. So let's talk about you. Let's get into your project. You put a project out a couple months ago, right? I see you had your lead single with Lady London. Lady London, who I think is very, very, very dope. One of the
phenomenal.
Easily one of the best female rappers. Man, not even say female one, just one of the best rappers.
Yeah.
One of the best rappers I've heard over.
She put some words together, boy.
Past recent years. How was that? How did y'all connect on that collaboration?
I did a freestyle every day for a year on the gram. It was called 365 Days of Grease. So, she used to come through, comment on shit. That's hot. So, we was going back and forth on there. So I did a record. After I did the first verse and the hook, when I left the studio, I put it on the gram. I hit her like, yo, I need you to walk on this. She like, I got you. We handled the bit. We got the business situated. Got the song done. Went to Miami, shot the video. That shit went up from there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So was it like, do you how was that like? Just the whole experience, like just the video, like all that. How was that like?
Yeah, it was great. It was great. A good vibe from her. I fuck with Lady Linda. Like, you feel me? I fuck with her. You feel me? She real chick. I fuck with her.
All right, true. And you got other, projects, other features on there. So I see you got people like Sue Surf.
Yeah.
Just tell me like how did the project come about and what went into the project?
Really, with this project, I ain't really want to try too much different sounds. I really wanted to just stick with what the people love me for, and that's just rapping. Like, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
real calm, talking fly. You know what I mean? I just wanted to stick to that. So that was really like the foundation of the project, and we just was gathering beats up. You know what I mean? Cousin Vinny, like that's my damn near in-house producer, but we was gathering beats up from Vinny, a bunch of producers, and just I was just spitting like however this shit come out. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, we wasn't even strapped. We wasn't pressed about putting no hooks on the songs, nothing. Like, I'm just going rap. Like, if a hook come, then a hook come. If not, then it is what it is. You feel me?
I feel you. So what went into? Let me ask you. The name of the project is called Things for Nothing.
Yeah.
So where did the name for the project actually come from, or was it just you just
a lot of it come from like a lot of motherfuckers like believing and then falling off. You feel me? Like believing in it for 1 minute, but then it ain't moving fast enough. It's like, you know what I mean? And we knew like that was the perfect name, because it's like we knew that this was that project that was going to take off and have motherfuckers like, you know what I mean? Like, damn, like, but it tie into what I said from the beginning, like no hard feelings, like thanks for nothing. Like, you feel me? Ain't no hard feelings. You mean it's still thanks, but it's thanks for nothing. You feel me?
Yeah, kind of like the people that don't really see your vision and ain't really built for the
right.
long run.
Right.
A lot of people do that, bro. A lot of people do that. They want to hop on the train. They feel like it's gonna go somewhere, but people ain't really dedicated enough to really.
Right. Yeah. This shit a long grind, bro.
Exactly.
It's a long grind.
Niggas ain't willing to really contribute, and if they don't see it happening fast enough, bro, those niggas
right.
They opportunists, bro. They opportunists.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
We need to weed them out.
Yeah. But we just be focused on the supporters, you feel me? The one that is showing us love, you feel me?
Exactly.
So it's like, you know what I mean? We ain't want to get them too much energy.
Exactly. So is there anything else you want to leave the people with, bro, before we go ahead and wrap this up, man?
Nothing really. Thanks for Nothing Deluxe. I'm looking for more like March, April. Thanks for Nothing Deluxe album coming. I got some features on there, some features on there with, you know what I mean, that people should like. So it's gonna be good. That's really it.
All right, and anywhere they can find, where they can find you at for the people that that's not really into it, that's gonna get into it.
Yeah, I'm across everything. I'm just Sy Mosquiat across everything: Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, whatever. It's just plain Sy Mosquiat.
I got you. Yeah, man. So listen, bro, I appreciate you for dropping in, definitely for getting this done. Like I said, one of the few people I actually did want to tap in with. Just a fan of the art, bro. I'm not more than anything. I'm just a fan of the art. And when I see people working, like I said, I came across. We might not know each other directly, but I know what's going on. Like,
and that's love.
And
that's love, bro. That's love.
It's always love up here. You always welcomed up here, and you got somebody that's going to support you. It's going to support your shit regardless.
Appreciate
whether it be the clothing line, whether it be the music, any venture.
Yeah, got you. I appreciate that, bro. And you got the same right here. You got the same hand extended. Whatever you need, holla at.
I got you. Hey, listen, niggas need hoodies. We gonna hit. Yo, listen, we gonna get Sy on the phone.
Right. Say no more.
But no, I appreciate it. Listen, man, make sure y'all follow Sy. Make sure y'all tap into with him. It's another edition, Tapped In with Time Flies. You can follow me too. TOMFLIES. Shout out to my guy Big Fendi. And that's what we doing, man. We gonna leave y'all with that.
Say no more.